Hey guys, welcome back. This video will go on to the playlist of PDCCH. Learnings from this video are I will mainly talk about the role of PDCCH during PRACH in the initial access. I will talk about whether we have Uplink DCI specifically for PRACH or not. If it is not there, then I will talk about how does you get to know the PRACH configurations and scheduling information. Okay. On a very level, I will talk about the decoding of PRACH and GNOD and also the outcome of this decoding. During these explanations, I will mention about the related interview questions. Mainly PDCCH. Okay. Here it is used to carry the scheduling information. Why? Because UV is a slave and the base station is the master, and at the base station the scheduling decisions are taken. Once the decisions are taken, that should be informed back to the UV so that the UV is guided in the right direction to take decisions on when to transmit the signal and when to decode the received signal. Okay. The thing is, this PDCCH transmission will happen in most of the cases, but there are certain corner cases where the PDCCH transmission is not possible. In such cases, it is good to know how UV is going to decode the data and how he is going to get the parameters, required configuration parameters, right? Why? Because so when we are working in a practical system, if you know such kind of things, then you will be able to design the system better, and also you will be able to debug the system better. Okay, that is first point. Considering this into mind, the interviewers could try to ask many questions from this area. So that's why I'm mainly trying to cover these aspects in this particular playlist. Now, for PDCCH to be decoded at the UV, first the UV should be aligned with the slot boundary. Okay, so it should know the slot and it should know certain configurations like how many number of symbols the PDCCH is available and things like that. And it doesn't, UV doesn't know the information on what all frequency resources the PDCCH will be coming. So PDCCH will undergo blind decoding. Okay, but depending upon once blind decoding is done, it will get to know whether it is a downlink DCI or uplink DCI, and depending upon that, the UV will take the further actions. Now, I was mainly covering from the very beginning point, that is, as soon as UV is switched on during the initial access, that UV is going to listen to the downlink broadcast messages transmitted from the base station, right? Especially SSB. So since that is the first time that UV is trying to decode the downlink data, if we not, and since it is not synchronized with the base station in terms of slot boundary, it will not receive any PDCCH. So for SSB there is no PDCCH, and in such case the UV will just do the blind decoding of SSB. It will try to look for high power received signal, and once there is a good signal, it will try to correlate and it will try to decode PSS, SSS, and PBCH, and then with that it will align to the slot boundary, and also it will get certain configurations to proceed with the further procedure. Okay, so now let us say it is aligned, and in this, there are few questions, right? There are few interview questions, that is like what are the MIP contents and whether PDCCH is present for SSB or not, and things like that, right? Now, once it is aligned with the slot, now the UV can look for the PDCCH, right? So that is when UV will go ahead and look for some more information block, that is system information block, and for that it will look for PDCCH. And this PDCCH is sent with the particular ID, SI system information RTI, and it is a downlink DCI, and the DCI format is 10, so it is a CISO case. And with this, the UV will decode the PDCCH. PDCCH will always undergo blind decoding. Okay, once PDCCH is decoded, it will get to know where is the PDCCH resource allocated. Okay, where is the PDCCH allocation happened in the OFDM grid, and by going to that location, the UV is able to decode SIP1, SIP2, SIP3. By decoding all these things, UV will get to know more and more configuration, system configurations. It will get to know. Okay, now the UV is aligned with the slot boundary. With that, it also retrieved some more system information block, and now it is ready for the uplink synchronization. So during uplink synchronization, for the very first time, the UV is trying to transmit the signal in the uplink. So the question here is, for transmitting the uplink, whether ULDCI or the ULDCI, which is part of this PDCCH, will be sent specifically for this PRACH or not? The answer is no, it will not be transmitted. Okay, so then the question is, how does UV get to know the PRACH configurations and the scheduling information? Okay, since UV is transmitting for the very first time, this signal is, we call the signal also has message 1 signal. Okay, now as I was telling in the previous slide, that once SIP1, SIP2 are decoded, it will get many parameters, right? So in case of 5G, as part of SIP1, PRACH configurations are received at the UV. Okay, so here there are plenty of interview questions. So in 4G, it will be received on SIP1, and then in case of 5G, it is received on SIP1. Then what about in case of 4G? What is the difference? And if you are receiving some parameters, what all parameters are received, and things like that. Okay. So this SIP1, right? For this SIP1, there is a PDCCH, and now the thing is, this PDCCH is not specifically meant for PRACH, because this SIP1 not only contains the parameters for PRACH, but there are many other parameters. Okay. So now we get to know the parameters. The parameters would be PRACH config index, ZCZC, high-speed flag, and there are many other flags I'm not mentioning here, but important for me right now is PRACH config index. That is where the scheduling information is present. Okay. Now, let us say that with that PRACH config index, I'm not going to the specification and that PRACH config index table to see how this scheduling information or which all slots will be selected. But here right now I've taken one simple example. Let us say I've taken an array. This is slot 1. Okay, slot 1, slot 4, 8, 12, and 20. And let us say out of these slots, GNOD be based on one particular config index. Let us say on slot 1, 4, 8, and 12. On all these slots, we can transmit the PRACH. So that is the expectation from the GNOD B. And GNOD B will blindly go ahead and try to decode on 1, 4, 8 all the time. And if a PRACH signal is present, it will detect. If not, it will say there is no detection. But the point here is the UV, right? UV in the initial access, whenever it is switched on, we don't know when it is switched on, right? So the thing is that in the beginning, in the downlink direction, it will get aligned to the slot boundary, and that alignment can happen at any point. It can happen at the slot 4, it can happen at slot 28, or at any other point. Let us say it has happened, the alignment has happened at a particular slot, and after decoding all this, it is ready to transmit the uplink, and the next immediate possible slot for this UV is, let us say, this 12 slot. In which case, G not be anyway expecting on slot 1, 4, 8, right? So even on slot 1, other UV, so data, other UV PRACH can also come. So it doesn't know. So it will go ahead and blindly decode on 1, 4, 8, and 12, and finally it will detect the PRACH on 12, because for now, in this 12 slot, one UV has sent the PRACH, and ID is detected. Okay, a couple of optimizations possible. See, whenever Genome is doing the blind decoding, and if there is no signal, then we can perform certain optimization by considering certain logic. I will come to that in the PRACH playlist. And also, let us say we allow to do the blind decoding even though there is no signal, then in that case, noise is received, and internally generated PRACH will be correlated with the noise, and with that there are certain problems. We need to carefully design that, and for that also I will come up with the explanations in the PRACH. Okay, in the PRACH playlist. Now, once it is decoded, the parameters, the outcome of the decoding is it will calculate the TA, it will get the preamble ID, and it will also calculate RR and TI, and SNR, noise, and things like that. These are all done at L1 layer, and it will provide this information to L2. And now L2, since G0B L2 is the master, and it is deciding the scheduling, so it will process all this, and it will prepare for the next scheduling. Okay. This is also an interview question, like once you are decoded, what are the informations that are given from L1 to L2, and how do you calculate RR and TI? How do you get know which is preamble ID? How do you calculate TA timing at once? Okay, SNR and noise you are sending to L2 to L2. So what will L2 do with this SNR and noise? What kind of decisions it will take? Such kind of interview questions can come. But let's say when it is all given to L2, L2 is processing them and preparing for the further scheduling. That scheduling is message 2. Okay, this we will see in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.